Oh, I get to move around. Let's go. Oh, nice menu. This is a really neat menu. Just have like everything on the top. Okay then, right, we got the equipment. We have the ordnance system. Classic, like in Cold Steel. Alright, seems pretty similar so far. There is sliders if I do need to edit audio, so I might not need to mess with Streamlabs audio. Alright, well. This is a neat little retro game, made in 2004. I can dig it. I mean, I'm kind of a retro gamer too. Like, I play retro games as well, but this is very nostalgic. Let's head to that guild then. Elise Highway. Yo, Elise from Tales of Xillia? Hyperspeed and looking through old dialogue. Oh, a backlog? So the PS4 version doesn't have the high-speed mode? They had that for, Cold Steel. So I find it weird that they don't have that for the crossbow games, but I'll take your word for it. I mean, we don't have to worry about that for a while. I'm playing Sky. There is a 90% chance. I'm not going to say 100% chance because it depends what I'm doing, but there's like a really high chance I play... There's a really high chance I play the second Sky game immediately when I'm done with the first. And even then, if I don't do the third immediately after the second, I will still do it like this year. Like not much time after. So I'm going to finish the Sky games. Hopefully by the time summer rolls around or like during the summer of this year. I don't know if I'm going to play the crossbow games this year, but if I do, it wouldn't be till like late this year. If not early next year. It just depends on what everything's looking like with scheduling and stuff. Looks like we made good time. Not too early or too late either. We just barely graduated from Sunday school. I never dreamed we'd have to study so hard to become racers. Well, you're in luck. Today is our last day of training. Truth be told, though, you're the one who signed up to be a bracer in the first place, so I don't know why you'd expect to get away with any less effort. Oh yeah, I guess I did. Alright then. Let's get to it and make it through this last hazing from Shara. You look ready to me. Let's go meet with Shara at the Bracer Guild over there then. Ooh, color coordinator buildings is really neat. I don't know what the Bracer Guild is. Oh, it shows me right here. Wow, good game design. I like it. Arms and guard. I doubt I really have too much mirror to spend, so I kind of just want to make my way to the Bracer Guild and talk to some NPCs. I'm an NPC hunter because I do it in Grandia and Lunar. I'm not going to look for every single NPC, but anyone in my way I will talk to. Good morning, Claire. Good morning, Estelle and Joshua. Did the two of you really become bracers? What? How'd you know? That's because working in the media is my future goal. I'm going to join the liberal news service and work hard as a reporter. Don't take my information lightly either. Ah, sure thing. My gut feeling says the two of you are going to be in the tabloids. Haha, well, thanks. Isn't it romantic that you two lovers are bracers who stand for justice? I have this feeling that a juicy drama is about to unfold. Lovers? Joshua and I aren't lovers, we're family. You really don't understand anything, Estelle. Joshua's adopted, and things could go either way in the future, right? Plus, leaving it at that would surely please the readers. Readers? Anyway, I'm looking forward to the both of you in more ways than one. Yeah, very Grandia and Lunar. I love NPCs that, like, the characters chime in. It's very good. Two valiant bracers who had each other's backs and attempted to escape from the crisis. Love could definitely grow between them from that point. This is so riveting. Nice dialogue. I keep pressing O to run, but that you can't run, and I'm already running now, so I don't need to press anything. You could give third a break, but I recommend playing FC and SC close to each other. Yeah, literally, like, when I played Cold Steel 1, I went to Cold Steel 2 immediately after the first. Unless games start to come out when I don't know how long Sky's gonna be, but unless I'm really busy, I plan to play the second one immediately after the first, like I did for Cold Steel 1 and 2. Now, playing the third immediately after the second depends on two things. How the second one ends, and it also depends on how long these two take, because I don't want to get burnt out. Okay, where's the Bracer Guild? This is the Bracer Guild. Raptor, welcome to stream. Yeah, I heard Cold Steel 3, like, I don't know I don't know exactly what they spoil for the Sky games, but the consensus I got is to not play 3 before Sky and Crossbow. Like, it's recommended to play the Sky and Crossbow games, and I might as well, because Cold Steel 2, honestly, Cold Steel 2's ending was really good. Like, it, like, didn't really, it was a good, like, breaking point to be like, alright, time to go back and play the others before playing 3. Like, I'm really excited to play Cold Steel 3 because I'm wondering what they're going to do to continue the story from Cold Steel 2, because Cold Steel 2 ended on a really nice note. But also, like, they left it open for, like, hey, they can continue it. There you two are. Good morning, Estelle and Joshua. Morning, Ina. Good morning. Is Shara here already? Yeah, she's waiting for you upstairs. Once you finish today's training, you'll finally be recognized as members of the Bracer Guild. Good luck to the both of you. Thanks. We'll do our best. To Sherazar we go. The Star and the Hanged Man. Yo, Arcanas, you play Persona? The Hermit and the Magician. And the last of all, Inversion through the Wheel of Fortune. This is a difficult combination. How should I interpret this? Good morning, Sherazard. Dude, Trails character designs, I said this when I played Cold Steel, they just give me Tales of vibes. Like, Trails, the character designs for Trails look very similar to Tales characters, and I love it. Well, if it isn't Estelle and Joshua. This is a rare occasion for the both of you to show up so early. Since it's my last day of training, I figured, why not? I'm ready to get this show on the road and become a bracer myself. Sorry, I had to look at something. I'm ready to get the show on the road and become a bracer myself. I've read that already. My bad. I'll give you credit for your enthusiasm, but I'm going to work you hard today in every way I can think of to make sure that high-spirited attitude of yours holds up. I hope you're ready. I can feel that enthusiasm dropping already. Quiet, you. Every time I teach you something, you somehow manage to forget. This training is my way of trying to keep some of the information in your head instead of letting it dribble out of your ears like it usually does. Ah, Joshua, Shara's picking on me. Don't worry, Shara. While Estelle may hate studying and rarely ever does her homework, acts rashly, is overly naive, and has a tendency to stick her nose into everything. Her instincts are sharp, so I'm sure she'll pick up on how to use an orbment with some practice. Eventually. Probably. I guess there's not much I can do now except hope for the best. Hold on a sec, Joshua. Somehow I get the feeling that you weren't standing up for me. Oh, what gave it away? Well, that's odd. I'm positive I described all your best traits accurately. Whatever. By the way, Shara, what were you trying to predict with your tarot cards? Your face was really intent. Oh, this? I was just trying to get a vague reading about what might happen in the near future. Unfortunately, I don't seem to have been in the right mindset to interpret the cards correctly. You couldn't read the cards? Now that's surprising to hear. Actually, the more profound the meaning of the cards, the more difficult they become to interpret. But that's not important. I think it's time we start your final training. It's good that people don't know. It's good that there's not much people knowing about Cold Steel 3. I mean, I'm sure some people do, but also I want to know nothing about Cold Steel 3, so that works for me. I'll give you a brief rundown of all the information we've covered in your previous training. This is the minimal level of knowledge that bracers should have in order to function effectively. And Estelle, make sure you pay especially close attention to what I'm going to say. Yeah. I won't be playing Cold Steel 3 till next year at the absolute earliest. Tell me about the Liberal Kingdom. I have a I'm going to read all of these. I have a vague idea of what bracers are. And orbments I know, but the Liberal Kingdom is what I really want to know about. I'll read all of these, though. The Kingdom of Liberal, which we live, sits on the western half of the Zemurian continent, and abounds with nature and deep-rooted traditions. Liberal is proud to be one of the leading producers of septium on the continent, and is known for its high level of technology used to develop orbments. Orbment technology has also been a key pillar of support for Liberal in protecting its independence as it has contended with neighboring nations. 10 years ago, when Liberal was invaded by the Erebonian Empire, it was the use of orbital-powered airships that saved the kingdom from defeat. Consequently, even now, our relationship with the Empire is somewhat sensitive, but thanks to the Queen's political finesse, Liberal enjoys peace. Bracers. Bracers are Bracers are investigative and combat specialists who work to protect civilians and maintain the stability of their respective regions. To my knowledge, Fee and Sarah are bracers, also Toval. They aid the community in various ways, such as exterminating monsters, preventing crime, finding lost items, and escorting people and goods. The Bracer Guild, which has established branches across the continent, manages the affairs of the bracers in each region. Orbments are mechanical devices which operate by using what is known as orbal energy. A variety of effects can be produced depending on their structure and the type of quartz or process septium installed. Although it's only been about 50 years since their invention, these devices play an integral role in all facets of life, from lights, heaters, and other everyday products to weapons, magic, and even airships. So these orbital devices probably evolved to Arcus in Cold Steel. Probably. In connection, this technological reform is commonly known as the Orbital Revolution. That's all. Let's see, since we got a mountain of stuff to do today, I'll let you off the hook this time with a condensed review. I'm gonna speed things up now and move on to the practical portion of your training. Shara, how is today's practical training any different from the training we've done before? Since it's practical, that means you'll be experiencing things firsthand. Therefore, I'm gonna have the both of you run through everything as if this were a real bracer job. So what you're saying is, there won't be any studying at a desk involved. Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. This time, you'll have to go out and make a physical effort to accomplish your task. I'll make sure to have you work up a sweat, so I hope you're ready. Yes, that's seriously just what the doctor ordered. I didn't know what I was going to do if I had to sit another day with my tush parked at the desk. I guess I got all worried for nothing. Well, suddenly you're all bright and cheerful, Estelle. Let's just hope that smile on your face lasts until the end of today's training. Okay, let's get cracking on your first objective, shall we? Let's have at it. I need to like savor my Diet Coke while I play this game. Your first objective will be to confirm the details of the job you'll be performing. But before that, there's something we need to give to both of you. Ina, are they ready? Yes, they are. Alright, you two, go get one for yourself. Each for yourselves, words. Judging by how big Trails games are, I'd be surprised if you got to Azure by the end of the year. Yeah, my prediction. Again, Sky 1 to Sky 2, very close to each other. And Sky 3, if I don't play Sky 3 immediately after 2, it definitely will be like really close to the second one. And even then, it's even a gamble if I'll even play the crossbow games this year, but I could. Maybe I'll play 0 late this year at the earliest. But again, it's just gonna depend on how long the Sky games take me. These are very important, so make sure not to lose them. Bracer Notebook. Bracer Notebooks serve as the official way to record the status of your current job. Also, anything you may hear, anything that you may find, and where, these kinds of trivial things can often become clues. No matter how insignificant something may seem, always write it down. Crap, that sounds like it's gonna be a pain. Understood. Oh, please tell me if it was my ears playing tricks on me, because I swear I only got one response. I'm sure there were 2. Keeping an accurate account of events is an important duty for all bracers. So get with the program and stop trying to make this out to be more than it really is, Estelle. Okay, I got it. Make sure you do. Alright then, let's begin. Look over there by the door. You can see there's a bulletin board standing there. First, I want you to go and check the job description posted there. When the bulletin board is approached, an exclamation mark will appear. Pressing the OK button, display the job list. Selecting the job names on the list. Alright, yeah. I played so many games with guild systems. Arc the Lad 3 comes to mind. The most recent one. Whoops, I did not mean to leave. I meant to press X here. Training Retrieval. This training will involve searching the sewers beneath Rolen. Yo, sewer dungeon already? Classic JRPG. Alright. Details of the job confirmed to the bulletin board and other important events will automatically be recorded in the book. The whole long and short thing, that was in Ease, I think. That was in Ease 8. They had like a long and short thing. So like long means you have a long time to do the quest, short means you have a little minimal time, and then mid is like medium. I mean, obviously this one's required, but I'm sure that's gonna come into effect with later side quests. Very good. Looks like you were able to see what was posted without any trouble. Checking the bulletin board is one of the most basic functions of a bracer performs on their job. Checking regularly to see whether or not there are urgent tasks, which need immediate attention, is also an important duty for bracers. Man, all this talk about duty is starting to cramp my style. Sure, there are a lot of rules to follow, but there's an equal level of responsibility in the jobs themselves. I think being a bracer calls for much more than just someone with a half-hearted attitude. I guess you're right. I'll just have to be more motivated. Is that so? Had a change of heart, have you? You betcha. Well, before all the motivation sneaks off somewhere, let's get to work on your next task. What will we be doing this time? I already read what we'll be doing. We'll be heading across the street to Mr. Melder's Obro factory and learning— oh, never mind, we're doing this first. And learning about how to use its services. He has graciously taken time out of his work schedule to explain things, so make sure to be on your best behavior. Okay. Here's where you'll learn how to use an Orbital Factory's services. At an Orbital Factory, you can modify your orbits and synthesize support quartz in order to use Orbital Arts. Arts have a wide range of effects, and if mastered, can be extremely helpful. Bracer business is a pretty risky occupation, so the guild has had a long-standing relationship with these Orbital Factories. Anyway, this is about as much as I can explain. I'll leave the technical details to the experts. So, Mr. Melders, if you wouldn't mind taking over from here. No problem, leave everything to me. So what is it that you would like to know? Tell me about quartz. Quartz are circuits made from sepith. Quartz have a vast number of effects, raise the owner's ability while simultaneously making it possible to use arts. However, you'll not be able to harness any of these effects until quartz has been installed into a slot. There are also fixed slots in which only a certain type— ooh, okay. They didn't have that in Cold Steel. This being the case, when you synthesize a new quartz, be sure to check your orbit and decide where you'll be installing it ahead of time. So what is it you would like to know? Sepith is the currency. Is like how you get quartz, but I'll listen to it. Fragments of septium, which are dropped by monsters. They are divided into 7 types: earth, water— yeah, I remember that. Sepith can be exchanged for Mira almost anywhere. Yeah, you exchange them for Mira, right? That's how it works. At the Orbital Factory, it can be used to synthesize quartz and open orbit slots. I think I, like, got the gist, because I played Cold Steel. Looks like Mr. Melders has answered all your questions. If there's nothing else, let's have you both try and use the service here. For that, you're gonna need some sepith. With that amount, you two should be able to synthesize a few quartz. Now, I want you to begin by first making an elemental quartz that will work with each of your particular orbits. In your case, Estelle, any elemental quartz is okay, but for you, Joshua, it has to be time. Okay, so certain characters are gonna have slots where it's like, hey, you have to equip a certain quartz. That's interesting. Normally at a shop, you'd be able to exchange sepith for Mira, but for this training, you'll not be able to use this service. Talk mark will appear, press OK, will display a list of options, modify trade. This is the same as Cold Steel. Good work so far. Oh, I need to talk to this person. Yeah, modify and trade. Quartz. Let's get an HP up. And Joshua needs a time one. Yeah, all quartz is okay for Estelle here. Oh, insufficient sepith. Oh, I need to open these too? I didn't realize that. Oh wait, they had opening in Cold Steel, did they not? That does sound familiar, actually. So I think I just did, I just like spent my sepith. Alright, looks like you were able to synthesize one. No, I was not. I made a big mistake. Next, I want you to increase the arts you can use. Now install a quartz into your orbit so you can use both attack range. Yeah. Maybe one's already open. How do I get the menu? That's a notebook. How do I... That's a notebook. How do I open the menu? This is already open. Okay, how do I open the menu? I just did it. What was... There's turbo mode in this game? Where do you think you're going? I literally just opened the menu and now I can't open it? What button was it? It was L... It was just R1. That's like the... No, it's the rotating camera. It's... Oh, that is so weird. That's gonna make me go insane. I am on a controller, yes. It's O to open the menu, which is weird. I'll just have to get used to that. I pressed triangle because in FF9 you press triangle. So I got confused, and also O to open the menu is just really different. Okay, I see. So there's no, like, in Cold Steel, it's just like you get the art. The art has its own quartz, and then it just gives you stat ups. But in this game, it's just the stat ups, and then they give you art. So I have Tear and Aqua Bleed. That's interesting. So I should save my game.